Alrighty, what's up jabronis? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be pre-fishing for a tournament, which is actually a little mind-blowing because it's something I have never actually had the chance to do. I'm always super busy, especially right around tournament time, it seems, and I just never have a chance to get on any of the bodies of water that we're having for our events and explore them before it comes time to, you know, show up and compete. So oftentimes I show up to these tournaments and it is my very first time on that body of water, or at least I haven't been on it in several months, maybe even years. But that is not the case this time. We have a couple of weeks until our next event with the OKCKFC, and I'm going to be meeting up with my good buddy Joe Carneyman today to do a little bit of exploring, and this will be my first time looking at some of the waters that we're going to be fishing, and hopefully we're going to get on some fish, and I am very, very excited to familiarize myself with some of the places that are going to be in this tournament. Our next event is a road runner event. For those of you who are not familiar with what exactly that is, the tournament directors basically selected a number of lakes that are all within close proximity of each other and opened all of them up for us to go and fish and compete at. So anglers will be fishing at this lake, anglers will be fishing at that lake, and you can even switch lakes in the middle of the day if you're not doing well at the one you're at, because, I mean, it's only going to cost you fishing time to load up, drive to a different lake, and then, of course, relaunch at the new lake and start fishing. So anyway, guys, I'm not going to disclose exactly where I'm going to be fishing for this event until the actual tournament video, but we're going to be meeting up with Joe super duper early and spend more than half of the day trying to find some fish and seeing what exactly we can, you know, figure out about this particular body of water. I don't want to waste any more time, guys, so let's get right to the action. Yeah, I sent her a little too hard and she almost got away from me. Realized I was about to go have to swim after her. Oh yeah. first fish of the morning. Now that's a solid start, guys. Very solid start. Look at that. Man, what a fish. Oh, I'm gonna get a measurement on him. "15 inches on the button." Oh, fish on.
Oh, look there. He's got a little one. Here, we got it on camera too. Oh, look at that. All right, so that is not the size bass that Fletcher's known for.
What you talking about? This is a lake record.
See if he's 10 inches though. I always have a problem catching 10 inches.
I think he's like 6. Ah, if he'll hold still. Ow. He's spiky.
Yeah.
He's like 8.
Okay.
I've looked into fishing boating tournaments as a co-angler, and you have to pay. You know, you have to be a BASS member, so you got to join BASS. Then you got to join the specific club that you're trying to fish, whether it's the Military Bass Club or the OKC Bass Chasers or whatever. So they're gonna have like a $50 to $100 a year membership fee. Then you got your entry fees, and then there's apparently other fees, like, oh, we have a trophy fee, so we have money for trophies at the end of every tournament, and it's getting to be way too much.
Hooked up, baby. There he is.
First cast. First cast with the crawl.
I told you the freaking crawl is money.
First cast with the crawl, baby.
Hey, I want to show you guys something, okay? We did not talk about this at all. We did not coordinate this. We did not do anything. This is like two people coming to work with the same shirt on, all right? Look at the crawl that I'm fishing, okay?
Yours is just the bigger.
And look at the crawl that he's fishing.
You've got the mag, I've got the regular UV. That's crazy.
All right, and look at what we're hooked up with. You got what, an 1/8 ounce on there, or 1/4 ounce?
1/8 ounce.
I got an 1/8 ounce. He's throwing braid, right? You got braid on?
Dang right.
I've got fluorocarbon. Well, I've got a braid to a fluorocarbon lead. Okay. He's throwing it on the bait caster. I'm throwing it on a spinner reel. That's the only difference, really. Millipede.
Yeah.
So I bought a Zoom millipede. There you go. And I tied them on, and there you go, dude. That's another dude. Nice. So I tied it on, and I didn't even know how to fish a worm. Yeah, that's cool, man. That's cool. Yeah, you're a big. You like big bite baits a lot, right?
That and Zoom are probably my 2 favorite plastic companies.
Yeah. You can't go wrong with Zoom. Big bites aren't good.
That's a good fish. There's a good fish.
I got you. I think I got you, dude. I got you.
Did he get both of our baits?
No, my line got on you. That's freaking funny, dude.
Man, I thought
I get half credit for that. I half reeled him in.
I thought I had a big old fish too, man. I thought he was fighting.
Oh yeah, because I was pulling him against you, man, with my lure. That's freaking funny.
How did he even?
I don't think does he got my bait or your bait?
This is mine. I can tell.
I don't know, man. No, I'm just kidding. That's funny.
So I use EWG hooks.
See,
there we go, guys. There we go.
with the assist.
Yeah, we both basically caught this guy.
No, I'm just kidding, man. That's your fish. You set the hook on him, and then I felt something
a bad one.
bump my line, and I thought, well, maybe I got a fish too. You should be able to load up all your gear, get off your lake and all that stuff, and load your fish up in an hour without too much problem. Then as a backup, I'm gonna look at those fish after weighing if we have some guys that just can't quite figure it out. They should be.
Oh,
Oh, I saw him. I thought I saw him.
oh yeah, I felt him. He was swimming out with it. Heck yeah, dude.
Look at that sucker, man.
Oh yeah, that's a stud. That's a stud, boy. There's a stud. That's a good fish. Oh yeah. That's 15 inches all day, maybe 16. Fingers down there. There we go on the Carney Man rig.
On the Carney Man rig. He's not a giant.
Oh my God! He's not a giant. He's a good fish. That's a solid fish.
Definitely a good fish, but he's not a giant. I'm gonna leave it right here. Y'all not in the tournament when you see him do stuff like that.
Yeah. Boy, he is skinny. Yeah, he is. He'd be a great tournament fish. There's no problem. Well, kayak tournament fish. They'd be pissed sitting there like, oh, should I put some lead down his throat? Well, alrighty guys, it ended up being a fairly decent day on the water. We had some fun, we caught some fish, and we drank some beer, and you know, I got familiar with the lake, and I definitely think that's where I'm going to be fishing for our tournament in a couple of weeks. So there's not really much more to say, guys. It was just a decent day with a lot of fish caught, and there's actually even some even cooler stuff that didn't happen on camera. Unfortunately, the GoPro just kind of ran out of storage space. But we were crossing from one side of the lake to the other, and we see fish busting on the top chasing shad, and we actually thought that they were sand bass, so we started tossing over into it, and we started hooking into, it was actually freaking largemouth and spotted bass that were schooled up and chasing shad. And I had heard stories of stuff like that happening before, but that's the first time it had ever happened to me. Unfortunately, like I said, no video proof really, but I do have a couple of pictures from me and Joe catching fish that way, and it was a ton of fun. Obviously, that's not a pattern that I can rely on come tournament time in the next couple of weeks, but hopefully, you know, fingers crossed something like that does happen, or at the very least we have a good day and turn in a nice limit come tournament time. Thank you guys so much for watching today. I love all of you. I appreciate you. Real quick before we get out of here, we got to send a shout out to our Jabroni of the week right over here. Thank you guys so very much. If you're interested in being our next Jabroni of the week, be sure to drop a comment down below and then tune into our next video to see if you were selected. I love you guys. I appreciate you. And remember, if it ain't Joe, it's gotta go. Angler out.